Itong gali lang to. Memang. Akan kasi dosing lola.
The Excellence in Community Linguistics Award recognizes the outstanding contributions that members of language communities, typically outside the academic sphere of professional linguists, make for the benefit of their community's language. This year's award goes to Chikari Tisso, a native speaker and language activist of the Karbi language of Northeast India. He has been both documenting the traditional language and developing the modern language, in particular through publishing books and articles and audio-video recording knowledge of his community members. Tisso has extensively served the Karbi Lamet Amai, the Karbi Literary Organization, and co-founded the Center for Karbi Studies. He was the primary Karbi collaborator for a grammar of Karbi, which won the 2015 Panini Award of the Association for Linguistic Typology. Currently, Tisso is documenting the Karbi song language and traditional lullabies, while also focusing on Karbi lexicology, both to edit a comprehensive dictionary of the Karbi language and as chief editor of a multilingual dictionary project involving 8 indigenous community languages of the region.
So I'm going to figure that out. One moment, please.
The year 2021 begins on a positive note. I want to take this opportunity to express my heartfelt greetings from Karbi Anong for the season and express my heartfelt gratitude for having nominated me as one of the recipients of Linguistics Society of America's Excellence in Community Linguistic Award for 2021 award. I thank from the core of my heart to Linguistic Society of America for having put their trust and belief in me, even though we never met once physically. Thank you for acknowledging and recognizing my work, that you trusted my work and on my service rendered to the community itself speak volume. Well, in the very first place, whatever amount of work I did was always done at the behest of my people. It was never for once intended to achieve accolades or benefits. My sole aim was to promote and preserve our Karbi language, lest it get lost. I ventured into research work to study more on Karbi orality, folktales, riddles, proverbs, Dutch singing, that's called kachahe in Karbi language, lullabies, collected and wrote children's stories for the age group of 3 to 13 years. I then met Dr. Linda Connard in the year 2008. We collaborated for her PhD project, which gave fruition to the thesis A Grammar of Karbi. This thesis won the Panini Award as well. I in particular and the people of Karbi Anong in general are thankful to her for having selflessly helped in promoting the Karbi language through her thesis. I would also like to take this time to thank a few more people who are involved in helping me, people who are written on my behalf for this Linguistic Society of America's nomination. They are Father Ubizos, Professor Scott Delancey, Mr. Dharam Singh Teron, Director, Center for Karbi Studies, Mr. Karsing Teron, former President of Karbi Lamed Amai, Devasri Dattarai, Assistant Professor, Jadavpur University, Calcutta, Maggie Katarpi, Assistant Professor, Difu Government College, also Mr. Long Sing Bey, who was ever willing to share his intellectual property with me. There are many resource persons whose contribution cannot be overlooked. They are Satilekte of Kongjuk Athoy Bokulia, Harsing Crow of Borkop, Khorsing Crow of Borkop, Pator Senar, Hemayakong of Umcheret, West Caribbean Long, Longsing Rampi Haberiso, Umlarong, Sikopi Ramhangpi of Hamren, Biren Singh Pangcho, Rongmartu, Samson Qatar Resak Tepi, Jimthong. I also thank Karbi Lamed Amai, Center for Karbi Studies, Firebird, Mr. T.P. Hanse and his wonderful team of Arling Daily, Mr. Budesar Timung, Bamani, Nagaon, Mr. Hirenat Teron, Sonapur Kamrup, and Mr. Samkiripo Teron Langne of Dipu for their support. Mrs. Kachetanante, who stood by me through thick and thin. My son Salumet, my daughter-in-law, my daughter Larsika, and son-in-law Mr. Augustine Bey, and my late son Sar Chikari Tisso for their continued support in every effort and step directive. And to the many people, my daughter Larsika, and son-in-law Mr. Augustine Bey, and my late son Sar Chikari Tisso for their continued support in every effort and step directive. And to the many people, observation of Karbi language. The youths are the backbone of our society. Therefore, they have our huge role to play in keeping the language alive and sustained. Once again, thank you, Linguistic Society of Ni Karadom. Thank you.
Yay!
Okay, the Mentoring Award recognizes the work eventually by committed and sustained mentoring. Her personalized mentoring style has transformed the lives of many. She was the visionary leader and an instrumental force in building the TRI-CO, or Tri-College Linguistics Program of Swarthmore, Haverford, and Ringmore, by mentoring students, junior colleagues, and administrators who became allies. Using her linguistic skills as an advocate for the language rights of deaf children.
The host has to let me. It says that. I want to say something. I want to tell you all a little story. In March, when so many people went into quarantine, Jean Myers of Florida University and I looked at each other and we thought.
Arong pen, litum dak manong siben arong siben dong nasi Sar Chikari Tisso anandi ha hilubing Amerika depen alang ni phan linguistic ahin alang ni phan anong ikibudyo la sila solong ni litum siben ta belo jo hari ang kan bu so bukon ke nasi litum tarong siben si aman gidyo no nasi ning chikilo ang sa sila daketitong ahin han ke nasi tong la metame la pen cultural society hin ka do ya thenglu sinili tunta isi aman kipidul rong sita oke dom na বিহু এইটো চাপৰি বজাব লাগে দে ধন্যবাদ এতিয়া চাহ খোৱা আৰু লাগমা আরে একলা চলো
একলা চলো রে একলা চলো রে
একলা চলো ঠিক আছে থ্যাংক ইউ এনেকে Juru lo kemarin langsung putok kicujuan rumah saya kan katok covid thank you to Oke, hala, ini namanya benar gimana besar? Itu kecil di. Baik toh. Ada